Do your athlete let what they cannot control interfere with what they can control? Do they set unrealistic expectations, and when they do not meet it, they get upset and sometimes even get angry? I am Dr. Delise Coffey. I'm a psychologist and a mental game coach. As a psychologist, I help athletes with their mental health. As a mental game coach, I teach them strategies and give them tools to get their mind and body in sync so they can play their best game more often than not. I've been working with basketball players for over 25 years. From junior high to semi-professional, at some point in time, they set unrealistic goals. And then it creates all kinds of frustration for them when they don't meet those expectations. Today, I would like to share with you how unrealistic expectations can hinder your athlete's performance and give you some tips to help you recognize it before it's too late. In sports psychology, there's two types of expectations: realistic expectation and unrealistic expectation. Realistic expectation is the athlete's belief in their abilities and their skills, and they set goals and expectations accordingly. These expectations are healthy. It drives their performance so they can do the best that they can do. Going into a game with realistic expectation, it creates motivation. It gives them direction and a purpose to win. Unrealistic expectation is detrimental. Going into a game with unrealistic expectation, it creates pressure and anxiety and also distractions. This way of thinking, it causes the athlete to doubt their abilities. And if this is left unchecked, it creates a downward spiral of the athlete. The key to unlock the mental game for basketball and athletes is to help them become aware of their beliefs and their attitude and their expectations, and help them understand whether it's realistic or unrealistic, and if it's unrealistic, how it hinders the game. In other words, they must realize that unrealistic expectations do not serve them well, and it is holding them back. Once they realize that unrealistic expectations are holding them back, it's like a heavy burden has been lifted, and it frees up this mental space and allows them to focus on the things that would stretch them, realistic, and not stretch them, unrealistic. It's so important to know the difference between what stresses you and what stresses you, because the stress is unrealistic. Below are some questions that will help you identify those strict expectations. Do their goals focus on the outcome and the results only? Do they constantly judge themselves on the level of their performance, whether it's good or not so good based on their standards? Do they become upset when they don't perform well according to their standards? Do they lose confidence when they do not play or they mess up during an important play? Do they maintain expectations in the beginning that they're not going to mess up or foul or just make a bad play, and it doesn't change? If the answer to any of those is yes, they may be experiencing some unnecessary pressure or worry that could interfere with their performance. After becoming aware of unrealistic expectations that holding them back, changing the mindset takes time and effort. The path to achieving ultimate performance in basketball, it's not easy, but those who prevail, they reap the rewards. And the rewards are available to everyone who dare to change their mindset. Click that link above and download my free assessment and get started on helping your athlete be the best version of themselves. And remember, physical is part of it and mental is the heart of it.